afternoon. My name is David Lynn, and this is my wife, Lisa, and we work for Peak Safety Performance. And I want to share a good safety moment with you today. I want to talk to the audience about how to identify hazards. And I want to bring up an example of a story that happened to me a few years ago. It's kind of comical. We live in South Carolina, and in the middle of August, I was cutting the grass one day. But prior to cutting the grass, I literally did identify certain key hazards that I knew I needed to protect myself from. I knew I needed to wear safety glasses. I knew I didn't need to put my hands underneath the lawnmower. I knew there were certain parts of the yard that were on a hill that I need to be particularly careful with. But there was one hazard I did not think about, and that was yellow jackets in the yard. So I'm cutting the grass in the front yard, and I run over this nest in the yard I didn't see, and boy, they came at me with a vengeance. And so I don't know. I think Lisa's probably got the funniest part of the story that happened next.
You just started yelling and screaming from the front yard. I had no idea what was going on. And of course, they're attacking you all over, and you are ripping your clothes off as you're trying to get away from these yellow jackets. And I think by the time you got to the front door of the house, you were naked, like clothes everywhere, yellow jackets everywhere.
Okay. Now, I don't know if I was completely naked. I guess the neighbors would have to confirm that, yes or no. But the idea was when you are attacked by yellow jackets, you definitely want to get rid of those yellow jackets. So that's what happened. So here's the thing. You know, the hazards were simple in my mind. They were rotating blades, projectiles from a lawnmower, and working on a hill. And so you've got some gravity, motion, and mechanical issues going on. But the biggest problem that got me that day were the yellow jackets underneath the surface. And so from that point forward, every day, every time I cut the grass the rest of the summer, I dressed up in 2 or 3 hoodies, 2 or 3 layers of clothes, safety glasses, because I didn't want to get stung again. And I did not know where the yellow jackets always were. And so that prompted that action. But this has a direct correlation to work as well. So it's easy, not easy, but we're good at recognizing hazards that are visible, whether it's moving parts or mechanical issues or gravity or things like that. Where we struggle sometimes is identifying the things underneath the surface. So the things that represent those surface level hazards to me are things like pressure, electricity, or noise sometimes, or just things that we're not consciously thinking about. And so what I want to challenge you today to do is make sure you don't stop at just the obvious when it comes to hazards. Look for the things underneath the surface that can materialize when you least expect it, because that is exactly what the yellow jackets did to me that day. And I promise you, I did not run through the front yard naked, but I was shedding clothes to get rid of those yellow jackets. And so that's the moral of the story. Look underneath the surface for the real risk. Again, my name's David Lynn. This is Lisa, my wife, and we'd be glad to help you in the future. Thank you. Bye.